I don't say enough about my friend Steve and Pat in many of these things. And Stephen has been lending his wonderful musical talents to my songs for 8 or 10 years now. Seems longer. And the humor comes with it too, apparently.
Physician, heal thyself.
But Stephen was born in Baltimore, Maryland, as was I. So, but he actually grew up there, and whereas I was kind of on the military family, just I wasn't even a year old before we left. So we ended up in California. But and Stephen has played with just so many people, from the Chambers Brothers to Ryan Adams to John Bryan to Phoebe Bridgers, just to name a few. I'm sure there's many that I'm missing. But a few years back, Stephen was kind of helping someone put together an album of local artists, songwriters, lesser known, I guess. And he suggested that we go in and we record this song. The album eventually got shelved, as those things often do. But we went in and we recorded this song, and it kind of, I realized that we went in with the group that had been playing live shows together for about 3 or 4 or 5 years. Stephen, of course, and Steve McGallion, who's with us on drums tonight with Julie, and my long time musical compadre, Dave Hall, on bass. And it was a different approach for me. I generally just kind of, go song by song and work, but we just did everything with that core group. That the band played everything and sang everything, which was it was a wonderful experience, and I'm very proud of that album. So this is a song that started it all. This is called Trouble Like This, and I'll send this out to my friend Corina, who is here tonight and likes this song. Dark clouds rising up out of the east, and I've seen trouble like this before. Black crows flying from the sycamore trees, and I've seen trouble like this before. I've seen trouble like this, I've seen trouble like this, and I've seen trouble like this before. Cold rain and thunder falling all around me, and I've seen trouble like this before. Stevie and Johnny, the south part of town, and I've seen trouble like this before. They're all liquored up, and some fights coming down, and I've seen trouble like this before. I've seen trouble like this, I've seen trouble like this, and I've seen trouble like this before. The harsh words and anger, the blood on the ground, and I've seen trouble like this before. You struggle, you stumble, you fumble and fall. Try to rise when you can. You think that you might find a place to hold on. It all slips right out of your hand. I've seen trouble like this before. I've seen trouble like this. I've seen trouble like this. And I've seen trouble like this before. Your whole world is crumbling and you're down on your knees. And I've seen trouble like this before. The dark clouds and devils dancing all around me. And I've seen trouble like this before. Stephen back on the guitar.